Okay guys, welcome back. You're watching the STPL. We've currently got FBW 2-1 up against White Clan. Not a result a lot of people would have expected statistically, but they have been doing a great job. A good strategy by Hinemu, a perfect defense by Lumaya. Great job by both of their Zergs this week. Obviously given them this advantage. Now can this man bring it on home? It's going to be TT1 here for FBW. Now TT1 has only played 4 games in the STPL. He's won every single one. He's already taken down a Terran on this map in Gypsy for media here. So looking forward to see exactly how this is going to go. TT1, one of the best Protosses in Canada and in North America in general. Currently 4-0 in the STPL, 2-0 against Terran. But Famas2, a very strong opponent here. 2-0 this round himself. He is 5-0 against Protoss overall. So let's see exactly how the top 10 Terran. And just to confirm, Famas2 actually number 2 in the rankings. How is he going to do against the newcomer TT1 here? Obviously not too sure. But let's actually have a look at what map they're going to be playing on. It's going to be on Athena 2. Now TT1 showed a good game off here before. He did defend against the 2 racks. But obviously this is going to be pretty fun nevertheless. So let's head into the game. It's FBW's TT1 against Famas2 for White Clan. It's going to be a TVP and it's going to be coming at you on Athena 2. Okay, starting us off in the top right-hand position, we do have the red Protoss fighting for FBW. It's TT1. Now his opponent spawning down here in the bottom middle is going to be the king, or one of the 2 kings of STPL, second place overall in the STPL player rankings. It's Famas2 as the Teal Terran. Now there's a lot of different ways this game could go, so I don't want to call how I think they're going to be playing. TT1 seems to like playing macro games. He is not adverse to aggression. Famas2 is a macro master for Terrans. Like, if you want to watch a more amateur, sort of an amateur pro player, Famas2 does an incredible job in all the White Clan Wars, not only for the STPL, but also the Korean Clan Leagues as well. He was never a pro gamer, but he is certainly as strong as one. And seeing players like Eon Zerg being able to take a game off of him was really surprising. When I first saw Famas2 in STPL, I genuinely thought no one would ever be able to beat him, but people are. And can TT1 do it here? He is on match point right now. If TT1 wins this game, he will make history in the STPL, as it will be the first time White Clan have ever lost twice in the group stages. And it could actually force White Clan so far down the table that they will not be able to qualify for the round 3 playoffs. But obviously there's still 3 weeks left of round 3 after this. Obviously every single team plays each other. There's 8 teams per round, so there is still going to be a chance for White Clan. The odds are going to be especially stacked against them, so FBW are really going to want to take this win. TT1, this win is going to bring a lot of pride to him if he can manage to do it, but Famas2 is the person that White Clan can always rely on. He's come out in a lot of ace matches, he's won them. He has come out in a lot of normal games, he's won them. He went 15-2, I think. No, that's Yeti. He went 12-2 overall in the STPL so far. Can this man make it 13-2? Can he try and bridge the gap between him and Yeti? Obviously, there's a long way to go to do that, but TT1 hiding his Zealot here, not going through the middle of the map. Of course, I think the SCV saw it before, so it's not going to be the be-all and end-all. I mean, there is going to be a wall here as well, so this Zealot not really going to do too much. But we do have our first factory coming up. CC coming out exactly the right time. That's going to be able to float down here to the natural. 1 gate range for TT1. Famas2 going to scout this entirely, so Famas2 going to be feeling pretty happy about that. He knows that there's no super fast 2-gate power goon or anything. And Telecom is in White Clan. Along with me as well, so I'm White Clan's like honorary caster, so that's what they brought me in. Huge thank you, Koga, for the host. You guys have just tuned in for quite possibly the final game of today's STPL, but it should be a really, really exciting one. It's TT1 versus Famas2. FBW, the Foreign Brood War team, are currently up 2-1 against White Clan. Now, of course, if Famas2 loses this game, FBW will get the 3-1 victory. But if Famas2 wins, we will go to an ace match. Now, we do have a second Nexus coming in for TT1. No additional gateways yet, no additional tech, but here we go. Looks like he wants to try and break up. He's done a lot of damage to the first Marine, did kill that. The tank is going to be a little bit late. He's going to get a good number of SCVs here as well. Famas2 with a little bit unfortunate targeting. He really does just need one SCV repairing this, but oh my god, are we going to see him break the... Is he really going to break the supply depot? If he breaks the supply depot, this could be huge. TT1 going to get on top of the first tank, the Zealot. Going to be forcing this back. We're going to need perfect micro by Famas2, but he's going to lose his first tank. Oh my god, TT1 has broken the ramp of Famas2. There is no additional tank yet. The SCVs have been pulled. He's going to rebuild his supply depot, so he's going to try and hold on with SCVs, but the Dragoon's getting in position to snipe this next tank as it comes out. And if they manage to do that, that would be absolutely huge and likely give TT1 the win. There we go. Looks like the tank is out. He has cleared one of the Dragoons. It's still not over for Famas2, but he's taken a lot of damage. He's going to have to repair this tank with everything he's got. He's going to have to try and finish this depot. The depot goes down again. And we're going to have... Oh no, oh, he's going to have to repair. He needs to repair. He's spam clicking repair right now, but the tank is not in range. He's not repairing. Can he keep the tank alive? This is so close. The tank goes down. And Famas2 is back to just SCVs defending against this. He's going to use his CC to wall this off, but that's going to be a while before it gets there. And TT1, although he's going to lose this Dragoon, he has done so much damage. Not only mining damage, but also, obviously, physical damage as well. We see the Nexus is up. The probe saturation is absolutely insane. And second gateway coming in. There's no there is additional tech. It's going to be Robo behind this. And Famas2 has lost 2 tanks already. His tank count is so unbelievably far behind where it really wants to be right now. And TT1 looks like he's preparing to take a third base. Shouldn't take it at this base though. He should take it on the low ground. That's a 5,000 gas. Whereas the high ground one is only 2,000, but not too much of a problem. And yes, I do know Japanese. I've been learning it for about 7 years, so that's something I can do. I don't like throwing it in casting because that's a pain, but I mean, Famas2 is so far behind where he wants to be right now. He does have an armory, but he's still only on 1 factory. We're going to see an academy coming up here to help scout for a shuttle, but it's going to be 2 tanks against the shuttle and Reaver. That is not going to be enough. He's going to need more units. The SUV going to get in, going to see how long this base has been mining, and he is going to feel really, really terrible. It's one of those things where I know Tasteless said this in the ASL cast the other day. It's almost better if he didn't know how long he had that base, because he is going to be feeling really, really far behind, and that's going to be a big knock-on effect to his emotional state in this game. Now we are going to have the Reaver picked up in the shuttle. Third base is on the way. We're likely going to have either a second Reaver or an Observer coming in here. We're going to have 4 gateways soon. Obviously Reaver speed or shuttle speed is going to be a way off. He is getting it though. We're going to have... I mean, we've not got any engineering bay. We've not got any anti-air right now. He's trying to build a Goliath, but that's going to come in so late. And he is going to have to micro... Micro is a little hard out to try and defend against this Reaver. Now, what you'd normally see is F2 and F3, and you kind of grab all your SCVs, F3, click them on the minerals, and do the same again and click them on the minerals. But it's very difficult to do. And here we go. Looks like the Reaver going to be heading in to the bottom half of the base. There's nothing here in defense. How much damage is this Reaver going to do? It dives into the mineral line. The first Reaver Scarab is going to dud, so that's a little bit of a help there for Famas2. He is going to lose 2. Okay, no Charon boosters just yet, but that Reaver still being very, very dangerous. Actually going to go for the Comsat. A little bit of a misclick there by TT1, but he is going to be able to save all of his units. They're going to get back out, and here we go. The reaction was to pull the tanks back, so the Dragoons heading in the front. Dragoons are actually going to get a little bit caught up on the terrain, which is going to help Famas2 a lot here. But when he moves to deal with that, we're going to see the shuttle dive back in. Third base is up and mining. TT1 is in an incredible position right now. We're going to see 6, 7 gateways coming in. And soon the Protoss machine is going to be unstoppable. We're actually going to have double shuttle here. This is going to bomb on that defensive tank. We're going to have tanks on the high ground. But with 2 shuttles coming in with this many Dragoons, does Famas2 even have enough to defend? He doesn't have that many SCVs realistically. He was set back a lot in his tank count, and here we go. This could be the moment that ends the game. We're going to have TT1 diving in on the SCVs. He's going to dive in on the tanks as well. The Reaver getting a good shot off on the tanks on the high ground. But Famas2 is losing everything. He's losing his natural. He's losing his tanks on the high ground. The SCVs trying to block for the units in the main. But with this command center being forced to lift off again against a 3... He's up against a 3-base Protoss. This isn't a 2-base all-in or anything. This is just TT1 playing macro and just saying, I have enough to go kill you now. And he's doing it. He's breaking Famas2. Famas2 is losing all of his SCVs. And I mean, it looks like he's going to be able to hold on to his ramp for now. But for how long? Like, what is Famas2's plan after this? Where does he go from here? He's going to try and block his low ground. He's trying to repair this tank on the high ground. But the Dragoons coming in hard and fast up the ramp. Going to get another one of the tanks. He gets a Goliath, I think, underneath there. And I mean, there is this single tank here, but he's up against an insane amount of supply. It's 29 supply against 93. The macro machine of TT1 is kicking in. You can see all of these gateways, apart from this one, not producing. He is just in an unlosable situation now. I'm usually one to not call games, but it would take an absolute miracle. Famas2 scouting around. He's like, well, you've got a second base. You've not got a third base there, but he's not seen this base. He doesn't have enough scans to even check that. So maybe he's like, well, you're on a 2-base economy. Maybe I can do something. He hasn't seen the gateway count. He doesn't know how many units are going to be coming his way, but he is going to be in for a harsh reality check as he sees these units coming in. Double shuttle, dropping Zealots in the main again. Goliath's focusing down the shuttle, but that's not going to help. GG! TT1 takes down Famas2 and gives STPL, gives FBW a 3-1 victory over White Clan in round 3 of the STPL. Now, I can't overstate how hard that is to do. There's only been, let me think, there's been 3 other teams that have done it so far. One of them was in round 1. One of them was in round 2. The round 1 was IRK, then they lost to them twice in a row. Then Red took them out in round 2, and they didn't, I don't think they fought again, so that wasn't too much of a big deal. They lost to NetWars in the round 2 playoffs. And then Naz at the beginning of round 3, and that was when White Clan added all of their pro gamers and all of their semi-pro gamers, including players like 815, one of the old KT roster coaches, to the proceedings as well. And yet here we have FBW, the ragtag group of renegades made up from the Foreign Brood War Discord server, giving FBW the win there over White, which is really, really good. So grats to them. Really well played by their players as well. But let's quickly report that win, save the results, and then we can close out the stream. 815 was a player as well, but he also became the KT roster coach, so That's why I mentioned that. Obviously, a lot of the coaches were players. Like I Love Uv, the greatest coach to hit the game, was one of SKT's greatest players. So it's all good. But let's have a look at the results, and let's have a look at how that changes things in Group A. So here we were taking down first with a very good strategy on Colosseum 2. JH bringing it back on Benzine to bring it 1-1. Lumire with his very He Who Shall Not Be Named-esque style on Icarus gave them the second win. And TT1 coming in here on Athena 2, taking down Famas2 to give FBW the 3-1 victory in week number 4. Now let's actually have a look at the rankings. Now we do have Naz still in first position. FBW move up to 4th. They're just going to be behind Media now. Media obviously with 11 for 7, FBW on 11 for 8. But White Clan are now on 2 losses. Now that may not seem like much, but one of the big things that you cannot fail to understate is if Naz never lose a game, and never lose a match, they're going to go through immediately. But if Bull, Media and FBW don't lose another match, White Clan have no chance of qualifying. It's mainly down to match score to start with, and then it goes to game score. So obviously White Clan are actually tied up game score now. They did get a 1-game penalty for submitting late lineups 1 week, but that's just insane. White Clan, I mean, the winner of round 1 and round 2 they may not even make it to round 3 playoffs, which is just crazy. So really well played by FBW. Obviously we saw IRK versus Rev as well. IRK doing a great job there. This isn't the end of the STPL for this week. We'll be back, or I'll be back on Friday for another 2 games. So do tune in then. Obviously, hopefully you enjoyed the cast and everything. Huge thank you to all the people who donated to make the prize pool $1,500. All of you guys for tuning in, and all of the players themselves, as without them, we wouldn't be here today watching these fantastic games. So have a good morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are, and I will see you guys on Friday. Same time, same place for more STPL.